this nigga. You thought you did your research on this nigga, but you didn't. You didn't do your research on this nigga. We did not know who.
Honestly, guys, bro, we gave this guy too much content, chat. Yo, we gave Cero's TV.
Okay, what's good, you guys? I just started this off. I just started this stream off. Yo, we got some beef in today, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I done linked up with Scott Leonard and I done let him talk me into beefing with this one streamer by the name of Ceros TV. Ceros TV. This is the guy. He's a little bit, strange, but I found out, that Buddy was really cool. I will tell you the reason why Buddy was cool. Buddy basically listened to us grill him, grill him really hard. Did he have a TikTok? Yeah, I'm sure he has a TikTok. I'm sure he has some type of TikTok. You can find it on his page, I guarantee. But Buddy, he was a cool guy about it. We was straight up saying all types of egregious things to him. And he just sat there like a real one and just basically laughed it off. There wasn't any hard feelings on his side. And to be quite frank with you, I feel like I got a lot of egg on my face. I feel like I didn't have to go so hard, but it was just an in the moment thing. We were so amped up for some type of beef. We were so amped up for some type of drama that by the end of the stream, we didn't get that. We didn't get that from him by the end of the stream. So by the end of the stream, I'm still hopped up. And what happened is that we took, what's up, Marbs? What's good, Marbs? What the problem is that we took everything this man said at face value. He says that he was schizophrenic. We took him as a crazy person. He says that he's just talking and he'll just say whatever. He'll backtrack. It doesn't matter for him. We think that he's grifting his audience. He calls his audience a blob of whatever, because I don't want to misquote him, especially at this point, because like I said, I already got egg on my face. But we do that, and we say that you didn't expect he was being a cartoon character in the moment, did you? No, because I don't know, he wasn't even a cartoon character, for real. While listening to him live, it just appears as if he was just trying to be himself. And we were trying to get some type of moment, some type of clip, and we got everything kind of misconstrued. Well, at least I did, because I can't speak for Scott. I can't speak for Gray. Now, one thing I'll say about Gray just wanted destruction. I'm not gonna lie. Between Gray and Crumbed, another person that is on the channel, between Gray and Crumbed, they just wanted destruction. They didn't care what they were saying. A lot of the stuff in particularly, I didn't agree with. I don't agree with all the homophobia and stuff like that. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with just because somebody says that they're gay, that they can't be in a gang. That doesn't really make any fucking sense. People can make a gang. People can make a gang out of anything. Anybody can have a gang. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you are in a group of people and then you guys sometimes get up to no good, you guys press people, you guys do some type of form of crime, you guys are matter of fact, let's just look up the definition of gang. It's an organized group of criminals. So let's just say, so he says he claims that he's from Detroit. We don't know anything about this guy's background. We don't know who he is. We don't know who the people is around him. They may not have any issues with him being gay. He could have just needed to put some work in or do something or make some type of plays. The moment he referred to himself as a cult leader, that was it for me. And that's kind of like that's the part that held us up. That's the part that, that confused us. Cause I'll say that we was confused, So I'm over here. I'm looking at Scott's stream because I want to see what Scott has to say about ourselves.
This is
because Benedict, how are you doing this fine illustrious day? Hello all. Hi.
I want to see how this started.
Parsival. We got Parsival in the building? I didn't suspect that. Didn't suspect that. We have a little bit of apparently. I don't know, but apparently we have a little bit of drama today. I don't know yet. Hey Rusty, what's going on? Apparently we have a little bit of drama. I didn't know.
I want to react to Scott's stream because I also want to react to what Scott has to say. Because no offense, Scott, at the end of the day, boy, you got us in this situation, boy. I'm just saying, hey, no disrespect, you got us in this situation. And at least me, I feel like I looked kind of like outside, like in front of 100 people, because that's how many people was watching them. And I kind of feel like I went outside. I just feel like I already know. I already know, bro, that you in life, things are about connections. If you don't know somebody or know what they do, but you know that they're good at their job, you don't just burn your connection or burn a potential connection just because for the sake of talking shit. And that's what I feel like I did. Of course, in his he talked about it. Of course, we didn't burn any connection with him. He just didn't give a fuck. But anyway,
drama.
Let's see.
But
what
apparently, there's a little bit of drama going on here. Don't worry, we're not going to talk about American politics yet, but we do have a little bit of fun drama. What am I known?
When we said fun drama. Yo, Kanai, thank you for joining the stream. Did you see what happened today? Today, these guys went crazy reacting to our video. First of all, I got baited again. Your boy Scott, I must be an artard, chat. I must be an artard. I got baited again.
But then again, I'll say Scott did get baited. Somebody came into his chat basically and was just, asking him questions about what happened. But, Scott did end up taking it a step further, started saying his girlfriend was on OnlyFans. Like we already pretty much wrecked this guy last night. We didn't really have to go back and double down. But, Scott Scott isn't gonna let it go. He ain't the type of nigga to just let it go. So when those questions were being asked, they kind of got what they wanted, but at the same time, kind of deserved it. If you're gonna be man enough to sit there on the internet and talk shit about somebody that you don't know, you better be man enough to own up to it and be willing to let them talk back. And unfortunately, neither did he want to argue with us during the time that we were actually talking about this. He didn't want to argue with us then, and he had no ill will with us afterwards. So there was no getting this dude angry and stuff like that. And that's what I respect. Hold on. Let me grab my water.
I got baited again. This morning in the morning stream, right? I got on and I was like, you know what? I don't got that much shit to do at work. Let me take an hour and a half and do a morning stream, react to some politics. Let's do some politicking. Let's do some politicking, chat. And I went and I started a live stream in the morning, right? Yo, Contents Universe, thank you for joining the stream. Sniper Cent, thank you for joining the stream. I started my live stream, right? And one of his viewers, one of Seros's viewers came into my stream, but I didn't know it was one of Seros's viewers. I saw the name and I was like, I've never seen that name before. What could it be? I've never seen that name before. So I was like, yo, you new to the stream? And the guy was like, nah, I've been in here before. And I was like, okay, bet. The first thing he asked is, yo, so did you debate or talk to Sierros TV? I think I saw the clip. And I'm like, so slow. I'm like,
Marv said, well, essentially he didn't throw the glove your way first. So he definitely didn't have any motive for it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He, as far as he was concerned, he just was having a conversation with us. He didn't know that we cared if he was crazy or not crazy. He didn't care. He didn't think it was that type of conversation. We thought it was that type of conversation. He told us X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E about him. And we made assumptions based off of what we've seen from other creators in the past or other people that we've met in the past. And we made those assumptions about this guy. That's on us, you know, and we got to own up to it, you know, or at least I do. You know, it's not necessarily anybody in the chat that baited or anything of that nature. It's really, we did what we did, and he has every right to come in here and, you know, talk about it and try and correct us. But man, I think I'm gonna have to try and skip through this Scott Leonard video, because he probably started, and then like, Lord Jesus, like this was 50 minutes into the video, into the live, like Lord.
And then he's like, you know what? Matter of fact, let me show you how to make a video. And he like literally went into a narrative. He's like, I'm gonna make a video on the phone call, Discord call we had yesterday. It's like watching a different person. It's like watching a different person. And then
I will agree with that. It was almost like watching a different person, because the guy that we were talking to last night, and of course Saros might say otherwise, but the guy that we talked to last night just felt differently than the guy that was streaming today. The guy that was streaming today was extremely level-headed. He didn't seem like he was, you know, displaying any signs of a crazy person. You know, he was completely coherent in what he was doing. And not only that, is he was actually teaching the people that were in the chat on how to do things. A completely different person, at least in my opinion. I would have to agree with Scott on that. It's like, it was a completely different thing.
Felt like I was getting tossed from the fucking frying pan to the boiler to the oven to the fucking rotisserie to the fucking air fryer. Yo, I was getting tossed from every single fucking frying pan to the other. Because then he's like, oh, Scott, by the way, let me give you an advice, Scott. Let me give you an advice. You need to work on your thumbnails. And he's like, let me show you how to make a thumbnail. And he literally did a thumbnail tutorial on his stream. And then he's like, you know what? Matter of fact, let me show you how to make a video. And he like literally,
he ain't lying. This was all this morning. I went in there because Marbs had went in the chat and he was looking at me crazy because I went ahead and donated $20 to him, and that kind of changed the whole mood of the conversation. In fact, once I donated and Scott kind of came in there and said his piece, I don't think he came back to react to the video at all. He reacted a little bit after I had sent the super chat and stuff like that. Then Scott came in there, and that really just solidified that, you know, there was no ill will, and we were kind of but it's funny because, man, you know, like, it's so funny, like Scott low-key seemed like he a little bit still salty about this, the relationship. I mean, about the way things turned out. Cause I seen him on his live, bro. Scott was a little bit peeved off. beef squash, 20 out of your pocket, you know, and I don't want to buy nobody off. Like, I don't want to buy nobody's, you know, forgiveness off. But I feel like if you say something egregious to somebody, they come back, they're a really cool dude about it. You look like you're stupid. You want to express your apologies. Of course, you can't go to where he's at to go give him anything or send him a letter you don't know or email or anything like that. We don't know if he's going to want to get on the call with us. We don't know. And so I was like, well, you know, let me buy him, you know, a few coffees. Buy him a coffee, 3-4 coffees. You know, boom, there go the 20, bro. Just to let you know, real nigga to real nigga, like, my bad, bro. Like, that's all I can really say. Because, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of disappointed on my actions. I feel like I went in there on some crumb shit. I feel like I went in there on some crumb shit, man. You know, you wanker. Like, like, nah, you didn't need to do that though. You already gave him his props during the call, aftermath Discord call. Yeah, I gave him his props in between me saying fuck him, and in between me talking shit, and in between me insulting him. So yeah, I gave him his props, but it was backhanded props. I'm like, you know, he's gonna, you know, I think that this dude's gonna get 1 million subscribers, but I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Fuck this guy. You know, I'd had advised you against giving the 20. Bro, Marbs is standing on business. Marbs is standing on business about this 20. Marbs is standing on business about this 20. Season said, hell yeah, your streams are back on my For You page. That's good, bro. I just think that I gotta do what Scott did. Just keep streaming through the pain. You know, it only takes one person from one of our old watchers to come by. They may see something. They may see you up. It only takes one. And then another one comes through maybe 2 weeks. And then another one comes through maybe 2 weeks. By the time you know it, you are talking to 10 people. By the time you know it, but yes, bro, I'm good, bro. We just going over a little beef that we got into earlier. A little beef.
Into a narrative. I'm gonna make a video right now. He's like, let me pick a topic from my spreadsheet. He pulled up a spreadsheet. He grabs a random topic from the spreadsheet, and he literally starts a monologue. This guy starts a fucking monologue, chat.
He ain't lying. Buddy did a 10-minute video live on stream. And he also clipped it up live on stream. It was, Scott said it was the best thing. It was the craziest thing he's ever seen. I won't say all of that. I have technically made a video on stream. I haven't posted it, but I technically have made a video on stream back when I used to do the cooking streams and stuff like that. I've definitely edited a video on stream. So I wouldn't say it's the craziest thing. What I will say is that his workflow was top tier. He already had the PNG files of his face cutouts for his thumbnails. He already had a system in which he could capture the last few minutes of his live, post that, clip that, and then run it through his CapCut. Once he runs it through CapCut, he could put the auto captions on there and everything, cuts out all the silences, and then posts it, bro. I mean, it was genius, and it really opened up my mind, and it said like, yo, maybe I'm taking myself way too seriously. Maybe I'm taking myself too seriously, bro. Maybe I should just, maybe I should just take a page out of his playbook and just post. Don't sit here. Don't worry about the script. Don't sit here and worry about, if what I'm saying is do I need to do some type of background research? Do I need to pull clips? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? This man literally just gets up. Oh, fuck. Damn, my junk is just not. I need a bigger, longer cable. What's up today, guys? We're gonna be talking about, like, not even, he doesn't even intro. He doesn't even intro. You know, guys, the problem with religion is that and just goes ham on it, bro. He has a green screen. He has a green screen that he uses. He puts videos in the back behind him, just like of cool, calm, collected shit. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up.
Nobody, we're not thinking you're crazy. You told us I am crazy. I have schizophrenia. Don't.
I'm talking about Scott going in. I'm talking about, bro, look, 57 people watching, 19 people watching on his they're watching on his vertical. 60 people are watching on his vertical. Today it was 90 people watching on his horizontal. Yeah, this dude is popping, but I'm not really apologizing because he's popping. It's just after hearing what he had to say off of what we had to say, I'm just sitting there like the secondhand embarrassment. Well, the first-hand embarrassment, really. But no, he just goes in there.
I want you to picture this. Imagine you have a very educated argument. The argument is amazing. It's infallible. Let's say it's something very simple and basic, such as bananas
look at
are
this
berries.
man.
Something easy like that. Or you even say pickles, despite everything you think, are actually fruits. You may be saying to yourself, I know this for a fact. Okay, 100%. And then you put this opinion online. And everybody is agreeing with you. They Google it. They look it up. And then one guy comes out of nowhere and he says, yeah, but boom. Upon seeing this, you have no clue what he's going to say. You know for a fact that bananas are berries. As a matter of fact, you are 100% about your facts. It's like saying the skin is called the epidermis. You are 100% knowing of this fact.
This is what I'm talking about. Hey, like, no disrespect to Saros. Well, Saros, no, I'm not disrespecting if he was to see this. But I don't know what this nigga is talking about. No, I don't know what this nigga is talking about. He has 723 views in 3 hours. His title is Yeah, but he has this type of he has this thumbnail where it's just somebody looking confusing, two of the mean people looking confusing, and then he has a picture of his face on the cutout. So this is my whole thing, bro. It's like he understands something that we don't understand. Because maybe it doesn't need to be this big old whole thing where I gotta make some type of big presentation about shit, and I gotta goddamn get my lights, and I gotta make sure it's going in my face, and I gotta make sure I'm writing these big long essays, and I gotta make sure, let me go to an online notepad. I gotta make sure that my script is at least 8,000 characters, because if it's not 8,000 characters, then it's not going to be a long enough video. Like if I don't sit here and write every single thing that I'm gotta say. So Ice Poseidon had to put Sam and Andy in his place live on stream last night, and it was brutal. Sam and Andy is currently in Korea with some shady documentary guy, Alex Novell. All these things that I had to do in these videos requires a very substantial amount of research. Is it fulfilling? Yes. Is it fulfilling when you only got about 200 people watching it? I don't know, because it's like it's a lot of money, it's a lot of work to just give for free. But not for free. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for you to, oh my God, bro. I'm trying to go to my creative dashboard by YouTube Studio. You know, when you could just be sitting over here and just focus on the people that want to hear you talk. If it's 20 views, cool. If it's 10 views, cool. If it's 30 views, cool. Because what's going to end up happening is that those people are going to build up, and they're going to check out. One or two of them might check out your live. Just like how it was before with the Fousey. I think I met Marbs that way. He might have seen a video, then he checked out the live. I ain't never seen somebody that watches a supporter that watches a content creator that is so loyal and so down for the cause like Marbs. He looks at Scott's shit. He looks at Gotti shit. He looks at Kendrick shit. He looks at my shit. You know what I'm saying? And these are the type of people that are there all across the world that you may just slip up and run into from making a video. But I say all that to say that, bro, I may be missing out opportunities to gather with people just because. So I say something that don't make no sense. What? So I say I take something back. You know what I'm saying? Forget it. Say I'm just jumbling up words and I'm making nonsensical. If somebody can turn it on their phone while they're at work, then it's good to go, bro. What are you overthinking? What am I overthinking? And the problem with Saros TV is just while I was watching his live with Scott, it's just making me do some introspection within myself. And it's just like, yo, here's this guy with a similar background to yours. He ain't letting up the gas. He ain't letting it go. He gonna keep working. Been working for 12 years. And, you know, a lot of times when I look at Scott's page, everything, the depression just built up on itself. I got depressed with the YouTube building fall off, with me sitting over here watching Cenat reacting, getting paid to react. That money got cut off. I really thought that was my big break where I was going to start reinvesting money back into the channel. I have plenty of money to figure out what I need to do, you know, and it didn't work out like that. And then, so I take a little break. I'm taking breaks. I'm saying tomorrow. And every time I look on Scott's page, she's live twice a day, as much as he can every day. And you know, that junk makes you depressed. I can't lie. I felt all day, real talk, all day. I felt bad about myself. Not gonna lie. Really, it really, you know, I really was not doing well because I just felt like a failure because it's like I'm 28 years old at this point, and it gets to the point where it's like either I'm going to have to try and figure out how to make how to get a better job. Like, cause I think about it all the time, bro. I could be all this time that I'm sitting over here stressing. So much of my day gets taken. If I'm not making content, if I'm not streaming, I'm stressing about it. And I haven't been streaming or making content in a minute. So guess what? I've been stressing every single day. There's like this big void of stress because I feel like I'm not. There's too many people that are in my boat that I done known from high school, college. that when they seen me start this content creation journey, they were so happy because they themselves feel depressed. They themselves feel like their life now, that's their life, and they just have to build on their life. They got a wife, they got a family, they need to build. They just got to build on that. Ain't no more going back, chasing no dreams, chasing no hobbies. They got real world things to take care of. You know, they got a family, children, and stuff like that, which really changes a lot of things. And they were looking at me, and they were texting me every day, bro. Congratulations, bro. We just want to see you keep going, see you keep going, see you keep going. And I, so many people have hit me up on my text app or on Instagram, and I just can't respond, bro. I feel too embarrassed because I feel like I didn't let a group of people down. They didn't even watch my videos. They didn't even watch my videos. They were just sitting there waiting every day for a update on how I was doing. And after the Cenat situation, I stopped posting. And they wondered what happened to me. What's up, author? Yeah, man, I miss it too, bro. I was on YouTube a few weeks ago, and I said I'll get back to YouTube. Didn't really get back to YouTube. Man, the problem with YouTube, Marbs, is I feel like I would start doing all my streams on YouTube, but oh my God, it's just I like to do what I want to do. I like to be able to pull up a movie. I like to be able to pull up a TV show. I like to be able to watch some anime live on stream. Can't do that with YouTube. Can't. So, but man, boy, do I miss YouTube, man. Boy, do I miss YouTube. I just miss having people to talk to. Like, I miss talking to author every now and again, saying what's up, saying what's good, bro. What's good, bro? I miss people coming to just to check, just to check in.
Dragonite and Aurello. I know. Dragonite and Gotti. And we were talking about what happened in the call, and then his chat watched the VOD, and they told him that we were sneak dissing him, so now he's reacting to us reacting to the call.
We didn't sneak diss him, first off. We dissed him. Depends on your motivation. If you're making content hoping to have an effect on people, you have to be nuanced. By the way, Saros goes about it. He just wings it because he doesn't really care, as if he's doing all this for shits and giggles. I think I've been saying it, but don't try too hard. It's supposed to be a hobby. Yeah, bro. Been going about it the wrong way. Making very detailed videos. It came all from one content. I had one guy say, "Yo, your videos are extremely lazy. You need to put more effort into your videos." And I let that comment run my whole life for months. Let's see.
I just got to go downstairs and grab a plate of food.
I'm just trying to skip to the part where he actually starts reacting to this nigga reacting. Because goddamn, one thing about us streamers, bro, we can sit here and just yap and never get to the clip. Like I've been on here for 34 minutes. I've only watched 2 minutes of the clip. I'm sure there's effort needed, but I think it's more about putting effort where it counts. Yeah, man. If your stride for perfection is affecting your ability to basically be around your community, then that's a problem. if you're chasing perfection where the people in your community can't even see you or know what you got going on, that's a problem.
I'm sorry, hold on.
And part of the reason why,
and dang, like Mars, I had seen you watching Scott's live. I didn't mean to pull you off of Scott's live. I figured that anybody that wanted to watch it would just catch the vibe, but I just had to talk about it too. Just had to talk about it.
we get skeptical of some of the stuff he said was because when you tell me you're a Crip, but you obviously are a guy who likes anime and you don't talk like the traditional Crip that I would associate a person who's affiliated with those gangs with, it makes me skeptical of the narrative, right? It's like if I told you guys I was a Disney princess.
It wasn't even that, bro. It wasn't that. It wasn't even that. It was just the fact that he had us under the impression that everything he was talking, he had us under the impression that, or maybe that's just how we misinterpreted him. But we were just under the impression that he said that he was just saying stuff. He was just talking, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't really stand by anything that he said. And it's like, that was the big issue right there. And so when he brought it back, we were confused.
Will you not be skeptical of that narrative? He says, I don't know, me personally, it just looks weird when you address it after and not in the moment. How can I address it in the moment, though? I'm getting the information as he's speaking.
Is my Twitch chat down? Activate source. Boom. Is my Twitch chat down right now? I can't see Twitch chat.
Hmm?
Hold on, I can't see Twitch chat right now. One moment. I gotta sign in to Twitch. Am I logged in?
It took me a moment to analyze what was happening. That's why.
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I was so sorry. I told him you're an entertainer and should not be taken seriously because you're literally dualized. You could take multiple to
man, come on, man.
You're casual seeing the schizonomia socio. I'm like,
was could have been
man, in between me, and Scott.
Very good titling. Very good titling, but I'm not. This is the fun part. I feel this is my thought process, and I don't know. I might be incorrect. I feel as though he was trying to use me to garner some sort of clout for himself because he saw I had a big number. And
no shit.
That's exactly what he said, though. But he even with that, he was extremely cool. I think he only acknowledged. I only think that he acknowledged that we only wanted to talk to him for clout like one time, and then the rest of the video is literally us just saying that we talked to him for clout, and it really wasn't even like that, bro. Like Scott had put in the fucking chat, dude, that he was about to debate some dude. I've never heard of this dude. He just painted a picture of this guy. And so I'm ready. I'm ready. Man, I'm so ready, bro. I'm just going with the flow. And shit. And shit, from the type of timing it was on, like, okay, we about to come in here and talk shit. That's what I didn't purposely look for this nigga for no clout. I didn't know who the fuck this nigga was. This nigga could have been anybody. 200 subs, 2,000 subs, 200,000 subs, 2 million subs. I would have said exactly what I said because that's just how I thought the conversation was going. And I didn't give a fuck about talking about this nigga with 200K. I didn't. But I say that to say because I would have talked about anybody. Anybody. If the conversation was, look at what Jose got to say, we talking about Jose too. Like, to debate with somebody he didn't do the proper research on. No, and it was, and I think I say that, hold on.
What FD Signifier? And this is very important that I bring this up. When I did my collab with FD Signifier, right here, I gained nothing from this.
No, we don't care. It's a between me and Scott, boy. Between me and Scott and this guy, we're never gonna get this alive over.
A little bit. Sorry about that.
They might not have power right now to do anything, but in the future, they will abuse the power. Human beings will always abuse the power. How many times do I have to say this on stream? Human beings will always abuse the power. This is the same reason why communism doesn't work.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, I really don't have any opinion on all this political shit. I think it's a bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo. But if this is what motherfuckers want to hear and want a nigga just to pick a side, then by all means. Shit, I don't give no damn about none of this shit. Don't give a damn about politics in my home country. Don't give a damn about politics in your country. Don't give a damn about world politics. Don't give a damn about the politics in Brazil. I don't give a damn about no politics, because at the end of the day, I am far too poor to have any type of effect on what is going on in the world around me. The sooner people can realize that, the faster they will shut the F up. Shut up. You're broke as hell. You don't have no influence. You don't have no pull. Shut up. It's a cool thought experiment. It's experiment. It's fun for us to talk about. But in the grand scheme of things, you're broke. You have no sway. You are worthless. You don't not exist in the grand scheme of things. I wade into politics, but there's a time and place for it. You know, it doesn't have to be politics all the time. See, I'm just, I'm not, my whole thing about it is if you don't know nothing about it, don't talk about it. But the more I'm looking at it, man, these motherfuckers talking about politics don't know nothing about this. They just as clueless as the politicians. They just as clueless as the politicians. They don't know what they talking about. They just talking. Now, I can't speak for Scott and this Sheros guy. I'm just speaking about in general.
Because you cannot trust people to be good. They're not good.
See, no, I mean, speak your mind. Speak your mind, right? Speak your mind, right? That if that's what you want to do, speak your mind. Let me clarify. But everybody don't have to be all into politics. Everybody don't have to be all into the politics. You got people that want to talk about politics, influence politics. You got people that like that this is what they do. This is how they talk, but I just want to stress, like, everybody don't have to be on politics. Don't have to be some type of politics master. Because at the end of the day, we can all keep saying what we're saying to make a change, but the person that's going to change it at the end of the day is going to be somebody rich. We can just like a peasant, just like if we was peasants in ancient Britain, and we had fiefs, and there was a duke that had a fief, and we were just a whole bunch of peasants that worked on the fief. Then we could sit there at the end. We could sit there and complain, like, "Oh my God, we need to have more land in this area. Please do something." We can sit there and complain all we want or beg all we want. At the end of the day, it's gonna be that dude that makes the decision. So yeah, I do agree with Jose. We gotta say how we gotta not we. There do need to be leaders in the community that speak up. But nowadays, everybody wants to be a politician. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not into it to affect change. I'm not that arrogant because politics has become. See, my thing is I ain't begging. I'm kind of find a way.
They're inherently bad.
Okay, I kind of agree. Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of black people, a bunch of minorities that, but the moment they in Michigan right now, did he skip? There was a bunch of. Why do you skip? Immigrants, right?
Okay, I'm in Michigan.
Somalia was at war.
Okay.
There was a bunch of refugees.
Did he skip?
Okay, I'm in Michigan.
In Michigan right now. Did he skip? There was a.
Okay, I kind of agree. Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of black people, a bunch of minorities that, but the moment they in Michigan right now. Did he skip? There was a bunch of. Why do you skip? Immigrants, right?
Okay, I'm in Michigan.
Somalia was at war.
Okay.
There was a bunch of refugees. America took in hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia.
100%.
Those
Okay.
and now Sharia law. Why is he skipping?
All right, so I'm a 100% tariff. Okay, he's watching.
Now
my
come
tariff
on,
video.
Scott. Now
That's
you
cool.
know why he's skipping,
Why is he
bro.
skipping?
I'm skipping you too. I'm skipping around
so
too.
hyperbolic.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much content.
Okay, I'm hyperbolic.
It's 3 people's content at one time. I'm
He's so
watching
hyperbolic, dude.
you
Yeah.
react. I'm watching Scott react
He says Scott
to
gonna
him
get a
reacting to
debate. Watch.
Scott.
Nah. I'm afraid, bro.
Man,
I'm
Arthur,
not gonna
I'm doing
lie. I'm
great,
afraid,
bro.
I'm clenching my
Same
pearls
old,
over
same
here.
old, man. I really appreciate seeing you, bro.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 would be because they're releasing the first part of the.
We glazed him too much.
This is so petty.
I'm just obviously a better speaker than me. We glazed him too much. I glazed him too much, bro.
He sees a deficit. He can't.
James says, I'm here for the content.
It's funny because retrospectively, we did end up glazing him a lot in this conversation, specifically me. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I may not have liked him from what I thought he was saying, but I can recognize talent. I can recognize somebody that's gonna put in the work regardless of their situation. I can recognize that somebody drops 5 videos a day and can clip a damn video while he on live. I can recognize that he's been on live for 10 hours and this man's been playing Plants vs. Zombies for 2 fucking hours. I can see that. But I was saying at the same time while I can see that, that doesn't mean that I want to be anywhere around the process because I was genuinely confused at what I thought I was hearing.
Destroy me, bro. He says, wow, wussying out already.
Franchise like Harry Potter.
We glazed him between me and Content's Universe, because Content's Universe left him a crazy comment in the end of our video when Content's Universe was like talking about him. That was a crazy sneak glaze.
What'd I say?
Content, are you in here? That was a crazy sneak glaze when he was like, this guy knows what he's doing. He's gonna make it out of the hood. I'm like, no, that's a crazy sneak glaze.
Curiosity. That's still implement.
Reads his messages, yes.
Wait. So we're on 103.
So
we were on 103. Let me go
Why
live.
don't you guys go in there and make some fucking clips so we can actually react to it properly? Because we have been on this for a while. It's 8:15. So I'm going to leave it at that. What I need you guys to do, Content's Universe is reacting to it.
Yeah, I'm reacting to it a lot.
Content says I'm reacting to your live. Do you want me to continue, Content? I can continue.
Oh, well,
I can
shit.
continue. Should I continue?
Well, I mean,
I'm
reacted to it a lot.
Content-
Well, the thing about it is that you can continue, but we are like an hour deep into your broadcast. We are an hour deep in. We haven't even made it to this point. We still got a whole nother hour worth of footage.
Did I continue? I mean, Content is reacting to it. He says, who went to concert last night? Did I continue? I mean, Content is reacting to it. He says, who went?
All right. Let me go back. Let me go back. Cause I think that he's watching my video of me reacting.
Royalty. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm afraid, bro. I'm clenching my pearls over here.
Where were we?
Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 would
Where
be
were we?
because they're releasing.
Where
the
where
first
were
part
we?
of the-
Am I wrong, chat? Is that insane? Is that an insane tank? Is that an insane take that I have every right to be skeptical?
I would let it take away my depression. It'd be so good if I could just get it all away. Wow, it'd be amazing. I'd be over the moon.
I'm a skeptic by nature.
That'd be great. Sadly, I can't. To be quite honest with you, I have schizoaffective disorder. To be very specific, it's schizoaffective. I just say schizophrenia.
I don't know what that
Well, it's
means.
normal. Proud of my transition. Thank you. You love K-pop Demon Hunters? I'm golden. Hold on, I can't see Twitch chat. I can't.
Of some of the stuff he said was because when you tell me you're a Crip, but you obviously are a guy who likes anime and you don't talk like the
Oh yeah,
traditional
we
Crip
seen
that
this
I
part.
would
We see this part.
associate a person who's
seen
affiliated with
this
those
part.
gangs with, it makes me skeptical of the narrative, right? It's like if I told you guys I was a Disney princess.
We
Would you not be
seen this.
skeptical of that narrative?
Let's just skip further in.
People are here for.
Oh yeah,
you
we
guessed
seen
it,
that. We
me.
seen that.
Let's see what he says after.
Okay, bet. Let's just go right
He
here.
has someone else in a room with him. It seems. I don't know who this person is. This person was not with us in our conversations. I want to see what's his immediate reaction after. Let's see here.
You guys wanted me to start a fight from the first second we joined. Like, guys, we gotta be reasonable here, man. You gotta be reasonable here.
Okay.
He says,
We
"Drop your
didn't.
flag
We
on the
we
way."
didn't technically. We didn't technically want him to get into a fight as soon as he talked to him. We just thought that's what it was. We just thought that's what that was gonna be. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, strike me down, bro. We just thought that was what it was gonna be, and by the time that the conversation had ended, yeah, bro, we a little bit frustrated. We a little bit frustrated, gang, because we thought that we was gonna get something other than what we got. And what's good? What's good, L0? We just in here, man, got a little beef going on. Well, it then got squashed, but we covering the video that we're covering a live that Scott did reacting to us going outside. So as the video continues, you're gonna kind of see what happens. So just stay on the ride.
He said, "Gay Crip." I don't understand what you guys wanted me to do. I'm gonna start a call. Join my.
I feel like gay Crip is such a. I used to be a Crip and I'm homosexual.
Join my Discord call. He says,
I wouldn't.
He said I used to be a Crip and I'm homosexual. I guess that's different than a gay Crip. But see, this is my whole thing is that, you know, like I said earlier, I wasn't hung up on his sexuality. As far as his sexuality was concerned, I didn't have any interest in talking about. We reacting to it again. Y'all are reacting to the video again? Fuck me. I think I'm just gonna react to this tonight. That's all we can do, bro. That's all we can do. I got an hour. I'm not gonna be able to catch up with you. I'm not gonna be able to catch up because we're an hour behind. No, like we're going to continue. I don't know what this nigga Scott talking about. He say he a artard nigga. I'm really that. Like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? I don't want to go back.
Assault him.
I don't want to go back because last time I went back to him being on live, I fucked it up. But actually, I know what I could do. I could duplicate. Then I can have one that's like him live, and then one
where
that's.
I'm at. That's fine by me. I'm not really. It seems weird to bring up my live numbers because at least today, because I'm talking about drama, I'm getting 93.
Rob says, "I spoke with Cieros."
That's just what it is.
Anyway.
I want to insult him because he doesn't seem like a bad person. I really don't.
Insult me. Look, guys, I have nothing against Cieros TV. I have nothing against Cieros TV.
And see, like that's one of the main reasons why I, kind of respect this man now, like Cieros, like, or really respect him, because out of all the flagrant things we said about him, especially Gray Goblin, this dude was just on one that night. For him to just sit there and be like, I don't have anything disrespectful or anything of that nature to say to Buddy was very, very commendable for him.
Ceros TV has done nothing to me. I have done nothing to Ceros TV. All I said was in this conversation, he told us, take everything I say at a grain of salt. He said, I like to make videos that are controversial.
And now that, you know, he really sat there and walked us down and responded to a lot of things that we thought he said that he didn't say, I don't even know. I'm not even so certain that he said that. We're going to have to rewatch his VOD at some point just to figure out what was really said, because at this point, I feel like I have been grotesquely misquoting him.
That will get views. He said, I want to watch the world burn so I can start it over again. I want to gain power.
He said that.
All of the things I said were true. The only place where I crossed the line was when I went to his social media and I looked up his relationship and that stuff, and I briefly mentioned it. And even that wasn't too crazy.
What did he say?
Even that, and that's where I crossed the line was when all of the things I said were true. The only place where I crossed the line was when I went to his social media and I looked up his relationship and that stuff, and I briefly mentioned it. And even that wasn't too crazy. Even that wasn't too.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, Scott. If you see this, if you react to it, you was a little bit tripping with that one. I will say you was a little bit tripping with that one. If you were gonna do something like that, you should have. I'm not gonna tell you what you should have did as a grown man. But what I would have done was, if he was on some type of timing on his response where he was trying to beef with us back on his response, then I could see you going in and taking it to that level. But to be sitting there and go to his Instagram and figure out, a lot of things about his life, for seemingly no reason. It was you feel me? So
too crazy. All I said was what they did. I didn't say anything about them. I didn't mention how they looked. I didn't say anything else. This is getting you brought up his girl for no reason. Stop it, Scott. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that I kind of fucked up on. But I was doing opposition research at that point.
You were not supposed to do the opposition research till you know the nigga up. Even so, let's put it like this. Say if Scott, we really got into a beef with Ceros. With Ceros, why would you pull out this information this early on in the beef? That's supposed to be our checkmate. Bro. Man, I can't believe that. Like, even if it did end up being a beef, I would have been disappointed because you ain't let it fester real quick. I'm talking about next day. See, Scott is just too quick with it. I'm talking about next day. On his ass. Like,
I was doing opposition research at that point.
You know what? I think he was going for an ad hominem. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what the fuck an ad hominem mean, bro. And the fact that you using an American word and I don't know what it means really pisses me off. An argument or a reaction directed against a person rather than the position they are maintaining. In a way that's directed against a person, these points come from sources, from some of our best information sources. who realize they'll be attacked ad hominem. Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck it means. I still don't know what it means. I just read the definition, still don't know what the fuck that means.
It said anything crazy, bro.
Fuck that word.
It's one thing if I would have gone on and said some crazy shit. I haven't said anything crazy. I've only stated facts. I've only stated facts, chat. Since I started this conversation, I've only stated facts. I can't laugh. I can't laugh. I did laugh. I found it funny. I found it funny because I would never put myself in that predicament.
Like in any capacity, he seems pretty chill to me. I enjoyed the conversation, so I don't want to destroy.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to take himself.
So you're gay crypt? Yeah, I'm a crypt. I'm a necromancer. Obviously, that's what.
Kumar says that's fact up. Gray, join my Discord call.
Yes, he understands
Join my
nuance.
Discord call.
Obviously, yeah, he's moderate.
Oh. Content Universe is calling. Oh, here we go. We got a call already going.
All right, here we go.
We got a call already going.
Well, okay. I don't think he. Hear me out. This is implied drama because I don't know what he said. I don't know yet. I don't want to say he starts drama with
it, bro. It's crazy because if what you're saying is true, it was ad hominem on one side, which is ridiculous.
You guys are demons, bro. My chat, you guys are, because you guys don't want me to network with it. I have, like I said, I have no problem with Cyril's TV. Cyril's TV has not done anything to me. We have some political disagreements, and I thought, and maybe I misinterpreted him. I thought that he was being disingenuous in our conversation. That's the only thing. And you know, today in his stream, he clarified a lot of things. He showed me his driver's license with
He clarified everything.
So
man, you know what's so funny, bro? Like, and I, you know, I love my nigga Scott, bro. But respectfully, this has to be the most backhand, my bad, bro, I've ever seen. No diss to Scott. That's no diss, cause me and him, we equally as guilty. Me and him are both we're both guilty, bro, equally, bro. But this has to be the most backhanded, my bad, bro, I've ever seen.
That I've seen, and you guys say Scott is so gullible. Oh, Scott is so gullible. Then when I'm not being gullible, you say, oh man, Scott sneak dissing. So what do you want me to be gullible, or do you want me to sneak this? Yo, Dante, thank you for joining the stream.
He hates it.
Hear him. Yo, can you guys? Yo, what's up?
Scott always join the calls. What's up? I'm weak. Why that nigga start a call like that every time? I'm looking at. I just posted a video on TikTok. I'm looking at it go up. It's at 289 views. I'm already using some of the tools that Saros put me onto.
Man. He says, the fuck is a driver's license gonna do? Motherfucker drives for Amazon. Yo, you want to join this call or not? Great. You want to join it?
I don't ever want to join no calls, bro. That's crazy because over time, we convinced Marbs to come on the call. One of the most shy people I've ever met on the internet, at least to us. And so this nigga Kanai ain't got no excuse. Kanai just joined the Discord though. Man, come on, man. Marbs, you ain't have to fact check me, nigga. You ain't have to fact check now, fuck. Which one is Kanai? Grey Wolf? Cause Grey Widow can't be it. Is it KR90? Anyway, whatever. Marv said, bro, every time Marv says, that shit is so fucking funny to me. That shit, like, it's basically like a question mark, but then it's like the word question mark. It's almost like he's typing question mark. is almost like typing question mark. I find that funny. Low key. I'm finna start saying
Is there
this
a
shit.
link? I don't know what y'all niggas wanted, bro. You guys wanted me to fucking fight with this guy?
No, see, you're not gonna do us like that. You're not gonna do us like that because that's what you thought.
Because I thought he was gonna come. I thought that he was gonna be more cemented in his ideology.
Facts, bro. I was 1000% on Scott's side, right or wrong. Whatever type of timing he was on, I was on. He said the situation was gonna play out like this. I thought the situation was gonna play out this. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. I didn't know.
But he wasn't. He was like wishy-washy. So like it was hard to fucking. If I tell you, oh, I think that the left is wrong, and he says, oh yeah, they're wrong.
Yeah, because the left is not 100% correct and fallible. I'm not stupid. I'm not a one-thing gang.
And I'm like, I think that anti-fascist terrorist group. Well, I mean, you're kind of right there. Like, how am I supposed to fight that? Like, everything I'm saying, like he literally said he wants chaos.
I mean, like, that's not really a hidden thing on my channel. I do crave chaos. It is very fun.
He literally said that he doesn't care if we go. He says, can we see him crash out on another content creator? How so, Super Cent? Extremists in the other direction, as long as it destabilizes everything and everything collapses. He basically,
yeah, I feel like nothing's wrong so far.
Said he wanted to see the world burn.
Yeah.
What's the link to the call so I can drop it for?
Nothing is wrong so far.
Gray.
So.
But do you see what I'm trying to say? Marv says, well, he had a video kind of titled both left and right.
I mean, yeah, he's just doing it for the shits and giggles, bro. And we apparently, thought that he took it, doubt that he was taking this shit seriously. I'm not trying to put all the blame on Scott. In his chat, I took responsibility for my actions. But if I was to have done some more, see, a lot of the times when Scott tells me about these people, because Scott tells me a lot about a lot of content creators, I just don't ever give a fuck. I don't ever sit here and listen or go back and watch these people either because I just don't know them. I'm not gonna fake watch them. Don't let this fool bring you down with them, bruh. Well, I didn't know that until after the fact. LOL, L0. In this particular case, I wouldn't call him a fool. I wouldn't call none of us a fool. It was just a grotesque misunderstanding. And we really did talk about him very badly. And he just basically just took it all and was just like, okay. I just wanted to be friends. Like, damn.
Or unhinged or something to that extent. Didn't watch it through. It's hard. Look, my thing, chat, is, do you see what I'm trying to say? I just said that I didn't believe his arguments because you can't make a bunch of videos saying that you're against violence and all of this stuff and then say, yo, I want the world to burn and start it over. So I was just pointing out the inconsistencies, but he himself said there were inconsistencies. So, like, is it my fault for pointing them out? Am I the bad person for pointing them out? This, in my opinion, is not streamer beef, bro. Like I said, I have nothing against Sierros.
I'm looking at you from the live, and it looks like I'm breaking up. Y'all can
For a second you were.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me oh man, because I got so much I got to say, bro. I'm gonna let Scott get it out.
No. I want to hear what you have to say first.
Man, Scott baited me so fucking hard, bro. He over here talking about some no. I want to see what you gotta say. Nah, don't have me kicking off the convo. Don't have me start the convo off. Don't have me dig my own grave first. Man, fuck.
Because I'm
Dane, I will give you a specific update. I did a conversation with this person named Scott Leonard, and it's not, I don't know if it's drama yet, but he has critiques of me, and I just want to see the base critiques, essentially. So I'm just looking at the critiques of what he has to say about me, because I don't know.
Also, Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because maybe I'm being delusional here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he not behaving different right now? Is he not behaving different right now, chat? Am I crazy?
Man, calm your ass down, nigga.
Am I the crazy one? Is he not behaving different? He's talking with a different cadence. If you go back and watch the conversation yesterday and you compare it with this stream today, he's talking with a different cadence.
Hey, yo, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I want you to pay attention to a very specific area of this video. Right
Am
here.
I crazy?
Right here.
Am
What
I
the fuck is
one?
going on
is
right
he
there,
not
bro?
behaving different? He's talking with
Look
a different
right here.
cadence. If you go back and watch the conversation yesterday and you compare it with this stream today, he's talking with a different cadence. He's not even talking the same way. It's like a different person.
What
Stun
is
locked.
that?
He stun locked me. I'm not even gonna lie.
What is that?
Pause. I don't mean it like that, chat. I don't mean it like that. But
I don't like referring to you guys as chat, despite the fact that I view you guys as
Now, even though he was just pointing that out, that wasn't really like him actually trying to attack us in any type of way. He was just pointing it out. I do like I don't even feel like that was something to point out, because you might not call your chat like chat, but yesterday you did call them a glob. I don't know, a glob of nothingness or something of that nature. I'm not going to sit here and quote you word for word, but something like that. I fuck with you, bro, but I don't know how much more I can take of this. Well, I understand, Lo. L0, I understand. But I already done, unfortunately, I done already signed up to react to this whole thing. So I'm pretty much sitting here fucked. So if you got to come back, I completely understand, bro. I completely understand.
a collective blob, a bit of a worthless kind of amalgamation. If I see your specific name, I am going to call you out. Bit of a worthless kind of chat.
Yeah, so yeah, he did say it. He did say it.
I don't like referring to you guys as chat. Despite the fact that I view you guys as a collective blob, a bit of a worthless kind of amalgamation, if I see your specific name, I am going to call you out, because I do like specific naming mechanisms. At least while you're this size, it's a lot easier to do so.
I was stun locked.
Yeah, I just sent it in the GC, the link to the channel. Anyway, bro, it's like you were talking to a crazy person, bro. So I don't know what to say. There's not nothing to say.
Conscious is like you were talking to a crazy person.
Because see, I mean, from my perspective, bro, what I gathered was that he was crazy from our conversation. Because at my age, if somebody continually keeps saying that they're crazy or that they're schizo or that they're kind of out of their mind or out of their head, I don't sit there and try and argue for myself within on whether this person is truly crazy. I'm not gonna sit here and counter psychoanalyze him to make sure he's telling the truth. I'm gonna take that shit at face value. I done lived on this earth long enough to know if somebody tells me that they crazy, to listen to their ass. So
you got content, but that's really all it was.
Oh, that's kind of sad. That hurts my feelings a little bit.
What do you mean? A little bit. What do you mean that hurt your feelings a little bit? You literally told us not to take you serious. You literally told us I am a schizophrenic person who's just yapping, and everything I say, disregard it. It's not serious. You brought up fucking Bugs Bunny. You brought up Bugs Bunny.
Bro, Scott don't calm his ass down. But one thing I will say to what I was trying to say is that what was I saying?
That's sad. That hurts my feelings a little bit.
Oh, that it was just content. Listen, I didn't know, bro. I thought that the conversation was going nowhere. I thought that he was off his rockers. It got to a point in the conversation I was extra confused as to what he was talking about. It kind of seemed like some type of rant that was not of somebody in their sound mind. That's how I took it at the time. And that was my assessment. I'm like, well, if you're talking to somebody that's not taking themselves too seriously, not taking this too seriously, if you're having a back and forth, blase, then it's just content. You didn't really too much like the man or knew who the man was before you had a conversation with him, then it was content. You know, if me and him or something like that was to start gaining a relationship, or we would start having conversations in some form or fashion, then that's not content. That's us having a conversation, and it just so happens that we were recording for content. But when I wasn't trying to be disrespectful and saying that it was that we was doing this for content, but that was truly what we thought it was. That's truly what we thought we were going in. Well, let me not say we. I'm not gaining anything from this. I got fucking, I got my boys watching, and that's it. I'm not gaining anything from this. This was on Scott's channel, and the other dude was able to, the other dude had about 3 hours of content for his live today. So I ain't have nothing to gain from this at all. So when I say content, when I say it was for us, our content, nigga, it was for Scott's content. It's just, what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not finna just say Scott's content. I'm gonna say we were working as a collective. We did this together. We were talking shit together. So I'm not just gonna say, oh, this is Scott shit. This is my, we dug our own graves.
What do you mean that hurt your feelings a little bit? What do you mean that hurt your feelings a little bit? You literally told us not to take you serious. You literally told us, I am a schizophrenic person who's just yapping, and everything I say, disregard it. It's not serious. You brought up fucking Bugs Bunny. You brought up Bugs Bunny. And now you say you got your feelings hurt because Contents Universe says that you're a caricature. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, chat. Fuck me. You can't say you got your feelings hurt and you're offended because they said you were a caricature when you literally brought up caricatures yesterday. You were acting like you were a supervillain. Look, like I said, I have nothing. I'm gonna preface this again. I have nothing against Cero's.
Oh my, Scott keeps saying that he's prefacing that he has no issue with Ceros, but then everything about this is giving backhanded. Oh, oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
TV. Ceros TV seems like a chill guy for the most part, but if you say something like, I'm going to create I was thinking about creating a new disease, a new pandemic, but I realized that disease and famine don't bring people together. So I went back to the drawing board, and I'm going to create a utopia for everybody, and then I'm going to take it away from them. You sound like a supervillain. You literally sound like a cartoon character supervillain. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jesus.
I feel like
no, Scott is genuinely funny when he's crashing out, bro. Every time Scott crashes out, I get just a little bit confused. I've never seen nobody have that effect on me, bro, where they crash out, you end a little bit confused. Like I always end after seeing Scott crash out, I always end a little confused.
I mean, I think we were just talking. That little saddens me a little bit.
We thought it was going to be some type of political conversation.
Super says you're different today, Scott. How so, Super?
I'm not a political creator.
It was not. It was a guy.
Scott said Lowe said he crashing out for something that literally will never happen.
I mean,
what?
I think we were just talking. That little saddens me a little bit.
completely says that he say, well, say it, bro.
Does he think I'm God? To be honest,
He thought
super villain. When you literally brought up caricatures yesterday. I preface God, I was villain.
we give that
His takeaway was, does he think I'm God?
say either.
Oh, does
It fuck as the
Different today, Scott. How so, super?
Let's get back to what I said.
I'm not a political creator.
it was not. It was a guy completely just. I mean, he said what he did. I mean, he said what he's about. He says that he's, has cult leader like tendencies. He doesn't really give a fuck. He's gonna say whatever he wants to say. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do, and that's it. So, Scott, you know what? Now that I'm actually starting to talk about it and say it, bro, I don't know what to say either.
Oh, does he think I'm God? Okay, sorry.
Man, come on now, bro. Now that was a crazy take. Like, how did you get I think that you're God from that, bro? How did you get that? How did you am I not understanding something?
He said what he's about. He says that he's, has cult leader like he wants to do, and that's it. So, Scott, you know what? Now that I'm actually starting to talk about it and say it, bro, I don't know what to say either.
Oh, does he think I'm God? Okay, sorry.
Yo,
I'm not gonna respond to that because I don't really know what he means by that. From my understanding, I didn't really even say anything before that would allude to me thinking that he's God. Sounds like he rage baited y'all. Okay, yeah. All right, Lo. Just I'm glad that you're catching up to what the fuck's going on. Just pour more salt on the wound, why don't you? Just get some fucking Morton salt. Scratch me up with sand on my arms and just pour it all up on there. Lather it up.
Content Universe said all that stuff, and his takeaway was, does he think I'm God? Yeah, that actually was a funny that was actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, to be
Man, I and that shit, I seen that live. Like, I seen when he did that live. And I did feel a little type of way. I'm like, you didn't really respond to what I said though. Like a lot of times in this particular live, a lot of the things that I was saying was getting misconstrued as me